Welcome to episode number 244 of the Keep Up Podcast.
Where if you're feeling sleepy like Brett, don't.
Dude, how do you know I'm feeling sleepy?
You just started the podcast with, welcome to episode number 244.
Yeah.
Keep Up. But you have a reason to be sleepy.
I remember how it started. I was there.
Yeah.
I was just taking like the NPR approach. I thought.
Oh, okay. Hold on. No, let's.
I thought maybe.
Let's do the NPR approach.
I want to thank you guys for for stopping by today.
Thanks.
Today we're talking to Tim.
We're talking
about
to Tim.
He's holding two microphones.
Tim and Brett from the Keep Up Podcast.
Tim, one thing I've heard is that holding two microphones is one too many.
I don't agree.
Some people say, can you let me finish my question?
No, hold on. Let me tell you my point. I don't agree.
So
this is America, and I can choose not to agree.
This is America.
NPR radio.
Who's responsible for the song This Is America? Pop quiz.
This is living in America. Kid Rock. Kid Rock is my guess.
What? I don't know what you just said or did in your brain. It's amazing. Welcome to the Keep Up Podcast, where I'm Brett and Tim is Tim.
That's me.
We talk about all the things we consume, be it media or food, and we just can't keep up.
We just can't.
But we try, and that's why we're called the Keep Up Podcast.
So it wasn't Kid Rock?
So here we are. No. It
No.
was Childish Gambino.
Eddie Murphy.
No.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Childish Gambino?
Yeah.
Is that the guy?
Yep.
Okay.
That's it.
I think I know who he is.
Yeah, I think you know who he is.
I think I know who he is.
I think I know who he is.
I think I haya huya huya.
I think I know who he is.
Oh goodness.
I got messages.
Yeah, don't look. Turn
I
your
turned
phone.
my phone upside down.
That's the trick.
Oh.
I don't need to because I'm not popular like
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
If you're new here, welcome to the party, nerds.
Yeah.
If you're not, then, thanks for coming back to the party, nerds.
Yeah.
And let me just say all the things,
Yeah, just get it out of the way. Like house cleaning.
Like a house cleaning. Yeah, just get it out of the way. Like
House cleaning. Oh, I just spit everywhere.
Yeah, I can see it.
Hold on. And I'll drink water the whole time you say it. Ready, set,
Yep.
go.
You can hang out with us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at The Keep Up Podcast. You can find us at patreon.com/The Keep Up for some fun extras if you would like to become a patron. It's so gold. Tim, I'm not done.
There's ice in it.
So weak. The last thing I was going to say is we stream the podcast when we record, which is typically Thursday nights.
Yes.
On tips.
Let's try that one again.
Yeah.
Scorpion dip.
On tips. No, on Tim's Twitch channel.
Nice.
Twitch.tv /
Right.
Collection Revolution.
Brett has a fun time saying that. Look at his face. He's so happy. That was great, Brett.
Thanks, man.
That was so good. You've done the impossible.
I've done it. Mm-hmm. I've done it.
So what?
Did you check if we have any new patrons?
I can right now.
Let's do it right now.
Let's do it right
We got to be better at the patronism.
The patronism. I see 4. It went right to it.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
That must be what you checked last time.
That is what I checked.
Okay, cool.
If there is a new one and for some reason technology has failed us, yell at us.
Thank you, patrons. We love
Thank you. We could just read them again.
No.
No, okay. Speaking of not reading things, Brett.
What?
The world has been waiting.
The world is a vampire.
Even longer than me watching Disney's Dinosaur.
Oh, good Lord, dude. Are you ever going to watch it?
Someday. People want to know, including me. I have not checked up on you as a brother.
No.
As a friend.
You literally act like I don't exist.
I try, but you keep showing up every Thursday. I don't know how to get rid of you after that. Anyways, I have been not asking you about how work's going because I want to hear it in the flesh, in person. You started your new job. You have returned back to society as a man, a beast, as a human. Tell us, Brett. How is it?
What was the question?
How's work? Oh, yeah. Beets and cheese. Put it in a sandwich.
You said beets and cheese?
Yeah.
Okay.
What'd you think?
Of you saying that?
It just, yeah, the whole thing.
Thought you did great.
Thanks.
Here's the thing.
Living in America.
This is America.
Kid, I got 2 tickets to paradise.
So I started my new job on Monday. Started solo on Tuesday because the job involves lots of driving. And the first day I went with someone as like a training day.
Yeah.
And then they were like, here's your keys, go do your thing.
Good luck, brah.
And
you were with Pukey McPukington.
Yes.
Poor guy.
But the first so that was my training day, which was like a couple weeks ago. That was like a try it out for day, see if you're interested.
Which I don't know if that might be a Patreon exclusive, right? Talking about the puke guy?
I think we talked about it. I forget. I know we talked about it on Cricket City.
Yeah.
Right? Or did I just talk about the interview?
On Cricket City, I think. I don't know, actually.
I don't remember. But I had 2 training days, and the first one was like, which I think every company should do this. They were like, you can work for a day. For context, for anyone who doesn't know or first time listener or anything like that, I was laid off from my tech job like 5 months ago. That's probably 4 months ago. So I've been looking for a job, blah, blah, blah. And then, I mean, not the whole time. Some of the time I just,
You just relax.
I didn't look for a job. But,
You did.
but yeah, it was really hard to nail something down and find something I wanted to do. And so I found this place, and they do this thing where you're like, you can try it for a day and see if you like it, which I think everybody should do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's a paid training day, super cool. So I did that, and then I accepted the job, and then I had a week before I started. And then I started this past Monday. So then I had one more training day as my point. This wasn't
one
the first
extra.
one.
Right. Your second
This
one.
is a different one.
Right.
2 training
You
days.
got double the training.
It's super important that you understand this for the story.
Yeah, I'm with you so far.
So, went Monday,
Yep.
and I was like, this job is pretty hard.
Okay.
It's physically taxing.
So this was training day or solo day?
Training day.
Training day. Okay.
And that's part of what worried me a little bit, because I was like, it's me and someone else today.
Right, and you were
But-
tired.
Every other day, it's just you.
Right.
Okay?
Every day, not every other day. I mean, every other day.
Every other day besides that day.
Right.
But also every other day.
But
Every
every
day,
day.
but also every other day.
That's true.
Because those are also days.
Yes.
You're by yourself.
You're alone.
Yeah.
Picking up clothes.
Nice. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So the nature of the job is to drive to the donation bins owned by the company and sort through it, because people like to throw trash into the bins. Trash is not donations.
No, it is
Clothes.
not.
Trash is not clothes.
No, it's not clothes.
Sometimes clothes can be trash, but
So you're just doing the trash, or you're doing the clothes too?
no, I take everything. I
Okay.
empty the bin, but that means you have to go through all stuff that's in there. So, training day was cool. But I was like, man, I am like sore. I was literally sore. And I'm now 3 days in solo. What are you doing?
I'm looking. The volume looks like it's loud, and I just want to make sure.
Yellow is good.
Yellow's good.
Tim
Okay.
has not been listening to me this entire time.
I've been listening the whole time.
Tell me what happened.
You worked for. You did the training day. It was a lot of work. You liked it, but you felt sore.
I didn't say I liked it.
You said, did you not?
I don't know.
Okay. I thought you did.
Remember.
Yeah, but you were sore. Yeah, you liked it.
Yeah, you were sore.
I'm
Yeah, you
confident.
liked it. Yeah, you were sore. All right, I'll cut to the chase. This
Yeah.
job rules.
It's Roy Rule?
It rules.
It's rules. Rules.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Wow.
Uncle,
How so?
Uncle Wow.
Uncle Wow.
Uncle Wow.
Do they still sell that drink that has the lizard on it?
Surge?
Sobe?
Sobe.
Do they still have that?
Sobe.
Sobe.
Summer. I
haven't seen it in years.
I want it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Sobe yourself. Wasn't that like the tag thing?
Yeah. So what's so cool about it?
So here's the thing.
Here's the thing. We got our notebooks.
It is hard. So it's cool. There are a lot of things about it that just I'm stoked about like it's perfect for me right now.
Yeah.
Or not even just right now. I don't know. What's great about it is it's really physical, but it's not a negative to me. It's physical enough that I will probably no longer be going to the gym.
Nice.
I'm so sore. Like even right now talking to you,
Yeah.
my shoulders, my back, my legs,
That's
my
good.
arms, everything. I'm so sore.
You're just gonna be toned.
And yeah, I'm gonna be so ripped. It's crazy.
So ripped.
So I really like that. The days are pretty long.
Yeah.
So I've done 2 11-hour days this week.
Wow.
Actually 3. Today was also 11 hours.
Do you get paid for the full 11 hours? Nice.
Yeah, and overtime. So that is great. And for some reason, I was talking to Rach about this yesterday. I was like, why do I not hate this? Like, they're such long days. But it's because you can start whenever. So like I go in and I'm on the road at like 6 o'clock. So you drive, you have a list of your stops, you drive to the locations, you empty the bins, whatever. It's a different route every single day. So I like that. And in the meantime, I'm just like, I like driving. Like I like road trips.
Yep.
And like yesterday I was up in the mountains and it was beautiful. And I've just been like listening to audiobooks and podcasts.
I was gonna say, you must be 11 hours of just you and a podcast and audiobooks. Like you're gonna listen to everything.
I'm gonna listen to everything.
You really are gonna keep up.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna be caught up. It's crazy.
Eventually you'll get to the point where you'll be able to watch stuff while driving. You'll have a little TV set up.
Dude, I've totally done that before. Not on the job. Not on the job.
Illegal. Going to jail.
Not on the job. Not in the car. Not on the job.
Right. Anyways.
Yeah. So yeah, overall, I guess that's the gist of it. Everybody that I work with, I've only like the dude that I trained with both days, he's super cool. And all of the leadership, like the owner of the company is so rad and like it's kind of like a little family. Like everyone I've met there is like, hey, welcome to the family, blah, blah, blah. It's like a small company, growing, but like, you know, it's not some massive company where you don't come face to face with everyone. Like, so I like that a lot about it, but it's very like, there's zero micromanaging. It's literally like, just
have you ever had a job like this with no micromanaging?
Yeah, I worked at a small engines garage for a while. That you remember my friend Mike?
Yeah,
he ran it, and it was just me, him, and one other dude. So like, it was a similar thing where it was like servicing machines and then either dropping them off or picking them up, and I was the driver. So we would do stuff like that, and it wasn't like he would hit me up and be like, what's your ETA, that kind of thing, but that was about it. But the rest of the day I would be like at the shop with him. So this is different in that it's like, here's your list, here's what you need to get done, go do it, and then you're gone.
That's it.
So yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely like, I will say, like today I got to, where's the front, sorry, I was talking to the side of the mic. Today like 3 o'clock hit, and I was wrecked, dude. And I was just like, and these bins, like you think, oh, you just clear out the bins real quick or whatever. But people dump trash. People dump loose clothes, like piles and piles of loose clothes. So then you have to bag those up. Like today, I guess this is, they said this is a lot, but I know that we sometimes do more. I packed 350 bags just today.
Wow.
So this week I've definitely done over 1,000. And just the repetition of like, just picking stuff up, tying it, throwing the bags into the truck, and just loading this huge truck with all these
all
bags
day for 11 hours.
Yeah, it's crazy. But the other thing that's cool is like, if you find cool stuff, you can keep the cool stuff.
What did you find anything yet?
Actually, these boots I'm wearing right now.
Dude, he comes with the boots.
It was raining when I was working the other day.
So you just found them and put them on?
They were brand new in a box, and I was like, let them be my size, and they were.
Dude, that's incredible.
I was like,
but
what?
You're allowed to do it, right?
Yeah.
That's what they told
encourage
you.
it. They're like, if you find something cool, it's
take
all
it.
yours.
Charity doesn't need it.
That's a huge part.
You do,
dude. They do like 11,000 pounds of clothes a day.
That's
or something
ridiculous.
Like that. It's insane.
I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah. Oh, it's super cool because that's the other thing about the company is they do like the whole goal is to make sure that the clothes and shoes don't end up in a landfill, which is the alternative. So instead, it gets either resold or some of it gets repurposed and sent to orphanages and like all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing about it is, that's cool.
Yeah, you're doing a good thing.
Maybe the best thing,
the best thing you've ever done.
So itchy.
You need a Max
Best
Steel?
thing I've ever done?
I doubt
Dude, I used to do front flips on trampolines.
That is the best.
Tight.
You can't really beat that.
So tight.
So that's, I mean, it sounds all good so far.
Yeah, so far so good. It is, like I said, it's hard work, and that's the thing that, like,
that'll be more interesting as the weather changes.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm afraid of now is winter, because I've heard
hot
that
days are going to be kind of rough too. But
I don't mind the heat too much. I mean, you're right. Like, I say that now, but it probably will be tough. But they said right now in the rain is like the hardest. They keep checking in on me. They're like, "Are you okay? Like, is everything all right?"
I can do it.
I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." What are you buying?
What are you selling?
I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm really enjoying it." And they're like, "Okay, because this is the worst of it. Like, for some reason in the spring, everyone throws their trash in the bins and blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Well, if this is the worst of it, then I'm good." Like, I'm definitely beat at the end of every day. And the only other thing is figuring out scheduling and stuff. Like, just being back on a regular work schedule is really messing with me.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
As opposed to being to freedom, you have all the
just like
time in the
even
world.
this, I'm like, oh shoot, when am I going to edit the podcast? Because I'm going to be out of my house at like 5 tomorrow.
Yeah,
So
which you usually edit it.
I usually edit in the morning and I'll post it. And before I, even when I was working my last job, I didn't start till like 8 or 9. So yeah, so I don't know. It's just rearranging, and it's all an adjustment period right now. But yeah, that's it. That's the update. That's my job.
So you work Monday to Friday.
Monday to Friday.
Then weekends off.
Weekends off.
Nice. Sick days?
Yeah.
Sick days and
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, I'm happy it's doing well so far.
Yeah, man. So far, so good.
So Groot.
So Groot, dude. Super Groot.
Super Groot. Well, I'm glad to hear about it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be ripped, dude.
Yeah, that'll be probably the best thing to come from it.
Why? Speaking of which,
Yeah.
are you also getting ripped? Why you got the bike down here?
Oh, dude. Dude.
Are we having a challenge?
A challenge, a work off.
I started on May 1st, and after seeing how physical it was after my first training day, I was like, I'm gonna weigh in on May 1st, and at the end of the month see, like, because I don't even have time to go to the gym because I'm out so early.
Right.
Oh, and I realized, like, that's why it's working for me, because that's the time I would normally go to the gym. But instead, I'm just going to work.
Right. Starting your day.
Yeah, starting it. So those first, like, 3 hours are pretty much, like, when I would try to do other, like, extracurricular stuff in the morning. But especially if I'm just driving. Like, the other day, my first 2 hours was driving because it was way up north.
Yeah.
It was kind of rad, like, because I had to get up and get out and get to work. But then I just drove and I listened to an audiobook.
Yeah. What'd you listen to?
Goosebumps.
They have Goosebumps audiobook?
Yeah, you can find them on YouTube.
That's amazing.
I was so curious, and it's so funny because, like, I know, like, some of the dudes that I work with were already talking about how they listen to audiobooks, and they're like, you can learn so much, like, anything, and I will do that. But first, let me listen to some Goosebumps.
To all the Goosebumps. That's amazing.
Yeah, my plan is to listen through my library of books that I have at home, because I'm not caught up.
Right, and you won't have the time to catch up.
But I will have the time.
With the audio version. Yeah.
So yeah, there's a little hack if you want to listen to Goosebumps books.
Yeah.
Literally on YouTube, just search Goosebumps and the title, audiobook. And some of them, I found one where someone definitely just uploaded like one of those readers. Like,
oh, like the voice where it's like the monotone woman. And
yeah.
Like, yeah.
Except it's like the British guy, and it's like the inflection is all terrible. It's like Charity went outside and then her mother came around the corner and said, well, "What are you doing?" And there's no punctuation, and it's like, dude, it's so weird. And I was like, this is not it. But then I found a real one.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, did you sit and listen to it?
No, dude.
No.
I'm not a crazy person.
I wonder if they have official audiobooks or if these are all just like the one you're listening to now. Is that one that you think you can go out and buy, or do you think someone who is a fan just recorded their voice?
No, there are some fan ones, but they're definitely official ones. They're like Scholastic released.
Oh, nice.
Whatever.
Sick. YouTube's got all the secrets.
Yeah, dude. Secret YouTubes.
Secret YouTubes.
Yep.
Well, if we want to continue this train of thought, it doesn't connect in any way, but let's go to technology.
It doesn't connect in any way.
In any way.
Dude, it's not even that loud.
Childish Gambino.
Yeah. This is America.
Barry, thanks for being a special baby. Kid Rock is basically the worst. It's Kid Rock bad? I don't know a thing about Kid Rock, to be honest.
Yeah, you do. Ba with the ba.
Is Childish Gambino Donald Glover?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I thought. Podcast Nerd Party.
Yeah.
Yeah. OMG, Brett, we sang at the same time.
Oh, we did? Susie, let's go.
What'd you guys think?
This is America.
Can't tell if you're being humorous here or am I missing it, or I'm talking about the song that goes, "This is America, don't catch you slipping now." It's the only song I think whenever I hear the line.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Glover is Childish Gambino.
Correct.
I'm glad you're enjoying it, Brett. Yeah, Susie with the hype.
Yeah.
Just learned something new. Exactly. Not dumb. I knew my original intuition was correct. You were right. Brett is going to be swole.
So swole, dude.
I am bad with connecting band names to individual singers. I'm bad with connecting anything to anything.
It's true.
Brett will be like this.
That's why he still has unbuilt Lego sets.
I know. I still do the model kits. That's going to be you, Brett. Thick Yoshi.
Yes.
How much is driving time versus lifting stuff time?
That's a good question. So it's probably actually yesterday for the first time.
Oh, show the boots if you can. Can you lift your legs that high?
They're pretty heavy.
Here we go. Oh, look at those boots.
Dude, they're Reebok.
And they're Reeboks.
Yeah.
Yo, free box.
Free box. So yesterday for the first time I put in, like I normally do one location at a time, but yesterday in Maps, I added all of the locations, all of the stops, and it said a total of 3.5 hours. And, oh, but that didn't include my ride home, which was 2 hours. So that's 5.5 hours, and I was gone for 11 total.
So almost...
It's about equal.
Yeah.
It probably averages out to like half driving, half lifting.
Rigged with looted clothing. No, ripped with looted clothing.
Yep, straight up looting.
Let's see. Batty, I wasn't the only one. Kid Rock is basically coming out as a giant Trump fan.
Oh, yeah.
Claiming he's a country rock artist from a poor background and being relatable. But he's not that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently not. It was that, and the world is a vampire.
Oh, that too. Oh, that's funny. Wait, you sang that at the same time? That's crazy.
Is it how one of us said the world or something?
I think you did. And I forget how you said it or why you said it that way.
Nah, I told you it's just learning new things.
The world
Smashing
is
pumpkins.
a vampire. Yep.
It's okay, Tim. I feel better now. Not too bad then. A decent mix. Yeah.
No, yeah, that's the best part about it is, or one of the things I really like about it is it's not driving all day, because I wouldn't want to do that. I'd get tired of sitting. But it's also not lifting all day, and I wouldn't want to do that because I would die.
Because you would die?
Yeah.
Just want to make sure this was accurate.
Tim's been setting up the podcast since we started it.
It's just always it's looking off to me. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Look. I'm too tall. Look at him. It's the shadow demon.
Yeah.
The shadow. Let me pull up the thing I'm going to talk about.
Where are we going in technology?
Technology. Tech.
It's Tim's first time doing this.
It's my first podcast stream ever.
Yeah.
Okay. I am ready.
Okay, I'm ready too.
Okay. Let's go.
All right. Yeah. Is this actually going to be technology related?
Yeah. It's close.
It's never just a yes. I was like, what?
You know, technology is man and woman and all people creating things, right?
Sure. I think it sounds like you're describing babies, but
well, we're creating it with anyways, NECA. You've heard of them.
Yeah.
They make toys and stuff.
Yeah.
They just recently announced at this very moment, I'm going to be the first to announce it. I'm kidding.
NECA called us at the Keep Up podcast.
They said, you announced this on the podcast
Keep Up
tonight.
Exclusive, yeah.
An official Batman utility belt.
What?
So it's from the 1989 Batman movie.
Okay.
And it has all the things that usually, I'm showing Brett a picture right now, all the things that usually come in the utility belt. They have a list down when you scroll down a little bit. But it looks wild because you can actually like push the little tubes in and pull out the items that you need.
So
it comes with a grappling hook. Not a real one to my knowledge.
People are just traveling through your city.
But you also have removable parts that have like maps and stuff, like pure replica from the movie. And holy bananas, does this look incredible.
It's pretty cool looking.
Yeah, it's like, it's the utility belt I dreamed about having as a kid. You can put it on and off. You can, again, all the little tubes have the different bat gear in it. And I don't know what level I am of a collector that I would like, what would I do with that? If
Wear it to PAX.
Wear it to PAX.
Yeah.
But even look at the removable like belt loops.
Yeah, so like I'm watching a video on it now. Is that just it extending?
Yeah, for fat guys like me.
Ooh.
And it's got magnetic sides.
What, for magnets?
Yeah.
Sorry, it was on your cable.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I don't know like what practical use I would have for it.
Oh, none.
None. But like, I don't know, is there a part in your collecting life where you start collecting utility belts and props?
Not exclusively utility belts, but this would go like somewhere near other DC stuff, I feel like.
Yeah.
I do have, but I don't have, the Batarang, the way that collapses, that's sick. You know what I love about this is the kind of thing that I feel like we should see like a toy commercial for, but this is definitely just like a 30-year-old dude wearing it because they know.
And they're showing it off. I think they do have an official, because NECA usually does like the goofy commercials for it. And I think there's an announcer who's like, with 8 removable parts and stuff. Yeah, that's where I originally saw it.
I didn't know they did that. Now, it is a prop replica, so it's not like, it's not a toy necessarily.
Right.
$135.
Honestly, that doesn't seem too bad.
Yeah, I guess not. I mean, it looks real plasticky, though.
It does. And maybe it looks that way in the movie.
I mean, that's possible. But like that looks like something I grew up with where it's like got a little sticker. It's got like a sticker of a computer screen on it.
Yeah, to make it look like neat technology.
Batarang's cool. So it's cool because like the little, I don't know what you'd call them either, but like picture the belt loops, so to speak. You can pull stuff out of those, but then also the front of the belt has like removable plates.
Yep.
So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool, which leads me to my question, and why we're in technology.
Yeah.
Do you think at some point in our lives, utility belts will become commonplace?
I mean, they are in many trades.
It's true.
Yeah.
But how have we not adapted to utility belts at this point?
What do you mean?
Like, I would want
like the commoner on the street has a utility belt.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
what are we doing with it?
We're just living better.
We are.
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock. Because you what? What are we doing?
Because life is full of mysteries and surprises.
So,
like for me, I would have cheese as one of the little bat tubes.
But then,
emergency cheese.
Emergent cheese.
Yeah. Ruler. I feel like
a ruler.
Yeah.
You'd have
not a tape measure. A ruler.
I just like how your list goes cheese and then a ruler.
Yeah. You know how often you need to measure things?
Yeah, dude, you got to measure that cheese.
Yeah, you got to make sure you have the right size slices.
Oh, it's slices?
Yeah.
Dude, if it's going to be in a tube, it should just be a cheese stick. Why you got slices?
Not squeezed cheese?
No. Oh, okay. That actually makes more sense. Wait, why'd you say measuring slices? What are you squirting slices?
No, we have the removable plates. That's where the slice. I have 2 for cheese.
You have 2 cheeses?
2 cheese slots.
Dude, this is insanity. This is why we don't have utility belts. There's too many options.
Nah, there's not enough.
There'd just be rotten cheese all over the streets.
You would forget to take it out after a week. It's like, whoops.
Gotta refill the cheese.
The cheese.
So it'd be like how most people carry a wallet of some sort.
Yes.
We would also have utility belts.
Right. It's like, because we're close with fanny packs. That's like the first step.
You're right.
You get a couple like little zippers,
That's really funny. A couple of zip zops.
Wow.
What happened?
Right when zip zop. Oh, one more.
No.
No, he says. And then I thought.
Oh, cheese?
Cheese.
A ruler.
A ruler. Second cheese slot.
Second cheese.
Screwdriver.
Yep. You're just describing a Swiss Army knife with cheese in it.
But also a belt. So we can keep our pants up too and look stylish. That's 2 of the features of it. If I'm selling it to people.
Those are good features.
Keep your pants up, stylish. What else would I put in? I would put in a gumball.
Just one.
Just Just one.
It's just a little circular pocket that fits one gumball.
One, just boop.
Yeah, I like that.
And socks. You know how often you need emergency socks?
Not often, but when you do and you have them, that's the best.
That's the best.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I want to bring utility belts to the forefront of humanity.
Right.
I think it's our next evolution.
Yeah.
You know, people would think we would like grow extra arms or, you know, evolve.
Yeah.
That's our evolution.
Yeah.
Belts, utility belts.
Do they all have a grappling hook?
Yes, that's the middle part.
And people are just zipping around like Attack on Titan. That's how everyone travels.
Just cutting everyone's napes, apparently.
No, dude, no nape.
Oh, no nape.
We're just going to work.
We're just
going to pick up a pizza.
Would you rather have?
Oh,
what?
I forgot. I was gonna wear something today that I found on like my first day of work.
And you don't have it?
No,
dude. Amateur.
It was so funny.
How many clothes have you found?
I've found some.
You found some. Your wardrobe's gonna be ridiculous.
I found Jazz a jersey and a hat. I found a pair of leather Converse my first day.
Wow, two shoes?
Yeah, 2 shoes.
Dude, are you gonna do Christmas shopping with me?
I'm gonna thrift everyone's Christmas.
I'm gonna open it's gonna be like 30 shirts and like, dude, it was a sale. I don't know.
They're just in the trash bag that the person donated them.
Here you go.
I'll be like, I got everyone grab bags.
Here you go, pick one. Good luck.
Dude, I opened one bin and I don't know why.
Yeah.
But there are 3 hooded Domino's jackets. Domino's pizza jackets.
What the hell?
And there was one in my size and I was like, I feel like I have to take
you
this.
Have to.
And it just says Domino's gear on the inside. Like, and it's got like the Domino logo on the front chest.
Do you think now you can walk into Domino's
100%
and get free
I can be like, hey bro, I'm from a location of town over. They told me you were running a little behind, so I'm just gonna grab the pizzas. And they'll be like, which one are you here for? And I'm like, whatever's next.
Yeah, and then they didn't tell me.
I'll just take
That's like some people will buy a Walmart vest and like go in and steal stuff.
Dude, I'm just gonna like wear this out.
You should. I think that's great.
Just a pizza fan.
I wonder if they worked there and they just like didn't want it anymore.
I don't know, man. There were 3 of them in there.
One man's trash.
Another man's pizza jacket.
Yeah.
You know. But anyways.
Pizza jacket.
Yeah.
Where are we going next?
Movies? Movies, I think. Yeah.
Movies. Okay. Doink. The dogs are outside to go get them.
Fine, go get them.
Fine, go get them. Go get them.
My ears.
You can read your text. Barry said a Batman belt, amazeballs.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
I would love it.
Dude, I feel all aloof.
Dude, why do you feel aloof?
I don't know.
I think you're doing good.
Thanks. What's up with you guys? We're just partying? Partying forever and ever, amen? Dude, why do I have a bunch... We have like a work thread. And I don't know what everyone's talking about. Oh, now I do. I get it. I get it now. You guys with me on this? Oh!
Did you catch what? Catch up on your text? Tim walked away. Oh, I had to get the dogs.
Oh, they were outside, and Mama Tim ain't home. She's on vacation.
Are you ready?
Hang on, I gotta send one text.
He's got to send one text. Well, in the meantime, let me tell you guys about the Keep Up Patreon. Did you know last time on the Patreon we ate food? Crazy.
It's true.
Crazy. Barry, thank you for sharing the podcast link. Yeah, if you guys want to listen to the podcast, we're all over the place. We're all over the place. Apple Podcast, Spotify. Fenway is here to say hello. Puppy. Hi, Fenny. Hi, Fenna. Oh, you don't say. Oh, there she is. There you go. Oh, puppy time. Over here, Fenny. She's sniffing Brett. Brett, do you have pizza?
Doge?
Do you have pizza in your pocket?
No.
No.
I don't carry pizza anywhere,
Dude.
but my mouth.
If there's one place for pizza to be, it's in your mouth. Oh God, I'm so full of gas. It's ridiculous.
Dude, don't be.
Movies?
Yeah.
We in the movies.
Auto Doge.
Hello, Benny.
You know, for a guy who just started a job after not working for a long time,
Yes.
I sure have found a lot of time to go to the movies.
You have.
I've seen 3 theater present movies. Theater dwelling. Damn it! Dwelling! I was looking for the word dwelling! 3 theater dwelling movies.
Yeah. No, dude. I'm glad you dwelled.
The first one you forgot we even saw.
I did.
Renfield.
Renfield. This be the vampire movie.
It's a vampire movie with that dude whose name Nick Holt.
Yeah. Nicholas Holt. I can't believe you remember.
I don't always forget his name.
No.
Yeah, Nicholas Holt and
Nicolas Cage.
the legendary Nicolas Cage.
Ooh.
And this movie's pretty wild.
It is crazier than I expected it to be.
So, and the other movie we saw.
That's real. I mean, that's basically our review of it. It's
Yeah, so if you guys haven't seen the trailer, this movie is basically Nicholas Holt's character is Dracula's servant. Dracula played by Nicolas Cage. And the trailer lets you know it's a comedy.
Yep.
And it looks fun, but there's also some crazy action in the trailer too. So I was intrigued. I was like, this looks like it has everything that I would enjoy.
Everything you would want. And Nicolas Cage being Dracula, I think, is a big draw.
Yeah.
Because he's very eccentric and he plays the most wacky characters. So it'd be cool to see Dracula in a more comedic style and also a wacky style.
Yeah, exactly. So we went and we watched it.
Yep.
And how do you feel about it?
It was very just fine.
Yeah, it felt okay to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would watch it again if, like, with someone. I feel like it could be fun.
Yeah.
So it is definitely an action comedy. I think the highlight of the movie is the action scenes.
Yes.
Because you find out early on that as Dracula's familiar, Nicholas Holt's character has access to some of his powers if he eats bugs.
Delicious.
And they use that in a couple of sequences for him to be like super powered and have these crazy fight scenes. And those fight scenes are not only like insane choreography wise, but they are so hilariously gruesome.
Oh, over the top. With
Over the top, like weird, like people in weird positions just so that he can like cut them in half.
Yeah.
Like bending over or leaning backwards over like a railing just so he can stomp on their upper half of their body. Like
it's like
weird stuff like that.
So
like,
brutal.
The physics barely make sense.
Yep.
Him punching through people. So those are fun if you're into that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know. The blood was the only thing that was a little like
Very digital.
Yeah, very digital.
Was it all? I don't remember. Does anyone get like splattered?
A couple of people get splattered, I think. Yeah, I mean, there's always like blood streaks around after the battle.
Wait, what was the movie that we heard about recently? They used some ungodly amount of blood.
Oh, it was the one I saw. The oh crap, what was it called? Revenge.
Oh, Revenge.
I don't think did I talk about it on the podcast?
You did.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, and they used like hundreds of gallons for the final. It was crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
It was so much.
Evil Dead has some astronomical.
Oh yeah,
too.
I mean that they all do, right?
Yeah. So,
but yeah, the movie itself is it's okay. It's essentially like his character trying to break free of Dracula.
Yep.
And so there is a grand message of like being in a bad relationship and you know standing up for yourself and being your own person. So that message is nice. It's a weird movie to have it though.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the biggest thing is I wish the comedy landed better.
Yeah.
Because I was in it for the comedy, I feel like. Like, yeah, it's cool that there's monsters and stuff. And the action scenes, like I said, those were the highlight. I was not mad about that. But the jokes didn't land as hard as I wanted them to. Because I could feel it being that type of movie. I could feel it being like a... I don't know. It's kind of the energy of a Marvel movie, like crazy, cool action scenes.
Yeah.
And then quippy characters going back and forth and trying to accomplish some goal together. And actually, what's the actress's name that's in Shang-Chi?
Aquafina?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she's also in this, and she's pretty great.
I don't like her.
You know,
I want to,
that's funny.
but she drives me nuts.
Oh, interesting. So she kind of, I mean, I've only seen her in those 2 roles, but she seems to be like, that's just her, almost like how Ryan Reynolds is always just Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, she's just like, just a goofball.
It feels like the same character. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it really does actually.
Except she plays a cop in this one.
Yeah.
But same energy, same attitude and stuff. But I thought she was good. But yeah, I just felt like the comedy, I felt like that's what it was supposed to be, is your best Marvel movie experience. And it felt like, it felt almost more like, what did it feel like?
If we're like, are we trying to pick a specific Marvel movie?
Not necessarily. I'm trying to think of a movie that like
kind of tries to do this, but
it almost feels like, I don't even mean to stick with the Marvel thing, but and this isn't even MCU, but like Fantastic Four: Rise of Silver Surfer.
okay.
Is it Rise of Silver Surfer?
Yeah, I think so.
Why does everything rise?
Because they're it's coming back from the dead.
Everything rises.
Yeah.
Enough.
Bread rises, the sun rises. All important things in life
really
rise.
The sun rise. I'm gonna name a movie that. The sun rise.
Rise.
The bread rise. The rise of bread.
Is the rise a character?
No, they just all rise. Everything rises.
Just yeah.
Yeah.
You can make short films.
So you know how those movies, like the Fantastic Four movies, were like they had some cool scenes,
yeah,
and like some
I mean,
jokes.
I honestly would probably say Fantastic Four is better.
Yeah, it's probably more balanced.
Yeah,
I feel
like I think at least with Fantastic Four, it's more aware of what like it needs to do.
Right.
But Renfield, I think, tries to lean into the comedy, but I'm with you. I didn't find myself. I think I laughed maybe once or twice.
See, that's the thing. I felt like I should have been laughing out loud.
Yeah.
Because it's so ridiculous. Like, it is a movie where the Dracula's assistant is in therapy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that should be really funny.
Yep.
And conceptually, it's good, and the visuals are cool. Cinematography's cool. I love, why can I never remember his name? I love him. He plays Sonic. He plays Leo. He plays
Ben Schwartz.
Ben Schwartz, yeah. I always want to call him like Adam something.
Adam Sandler.
No, you've said that. We've had this conversation.
Deja vu.
Ben Schwartz I love Ben Schwartz.
It's very funny because if you watch that movie with your eyes closed, it's just like Sonic.
I know. I know.
Because his Sonic voice is just his voice.
Right. He plays like the son of a mob boss.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just him swearing up a storm and being a criminal. But I never realized, because when I saw Sonic, I was a little less familiar with him. But now I'm like, he just uses his voice.
That's it.
Sonic.
He's Sonic.
So yeah, a lot of notable talent in the movie, and I would probably say it's a solid 6. That's probably what I'd get.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's like worth a watch if it's on Netflix or any streaming service.
Like it's hard because there are a lot of movies that are probably solid 6s that I love.
Yeah.
You know, that are like goofy, but I just love them. This one, the comedy threw me. The action and the violence was cool, but then, like you said, it loses a little points because it's all digital.
Yeah.
It's like,
like I don't have any interest to see it again.
No.
I'm glad I saw it once, but
yeah,
just like, yeah.
I wouldn't say it's a theater must.
Yeah.
By any means.
A theater must.
A theater must. Though it is theater dwelling. I'm not saying it's a theater must.
Right. But just a theater dwelling.
Just a dwelling.
Well, we were talking about Sonic.
We were.
And another video game movie has taken the world by storm.
Yes.
And that's Doom 4.
Doom 4, the movie.
The movie.
Doom 4, the movie based on the game.
Doom
4. Doom 3.
Which is Doom.
Doom 4, the movie based on Doom 3. Doom 4, the movie. The story of Doom 3.
Based on 2016's Doom.
Which is soundtrack by Mick Gordon.
Gordon?
He did the soundtrack.
For which one? Doom?
For Doom.
For which Doom?
But I was going to pick the
first one or the recent one?
With the soundtrack Mick Gordon wrote for Killer Instinct. This is all the title, but
oh wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, I know, but
no, it is not Doom 4.
No.
It's the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah.
Movie.
Yeah.
holy balls.
Yeah, this movie rules.
It rules,
Yeah.
and it makes you drools.
Wow, dude. Nice.
I drools.
The Peach sequence is the best.
It's seriously
It's so cool.
Illumination is very good
Yeah.
at making good animated movies.
Yeah.
You could argue
I could.
that, the Minions, Sing, all of those are like kids movies, and sure they are, but they're great.
They're great.
And the Super Mario Brothers movie is no slouch. Yeah, I mean it's great because it establishes lore for the Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Granted, there's always been some lore there, but the games have never really dipped into it.
Right.
We've had the live action movie.
Yep.
And I think that is also wiped away from the history of it.
Yeah, it's coming. I feel like I'm seeing it around a lot now because of this movie.
Right, because everyone wants to see like, okay, how bad was that one?
Yeah.
But yeah, this movie was just fun all the way through.
Yeah.
It was just like, for Mario fans, it's like the best.
Yeah, it's so good. I mean, the references and nods throughout are brilliantly done.
Yep. Both visually and audio. Like,
Yes.
You hear a ton of different Mario music.
Yes.
Even, I mean, as far as like Luigi's ringtone on his phone.
Yeah.
I was like,
so
damn,
good.
that's so cool.
Yep.
And even I think for non-fans, it's still just a really fun ride.
It's just a great movie. My biggest qualm with it is that I wanted it to be longer.
Yes. I feel like it's too short for its own good.
Yeah. And so, like, what I loved about it is the animated action scenes. They look amazing, but it's like, the thing that's so weird about Mario is, like, why does he exist? Like, why do we have
Mario?
Why do we have these plumbers that are also, like, so awesome?
Mario's ridiculously athletic.
He's so athletic.
Within like the first 10 minutes of the movie, there's one sequence where Mario's just like running. He's running, and he's like, it's a great callback to the original game.
Right.
But he's like parkouring through everything.
I know.
And there's no explanation.
Right.
He just can do it.
And I think, you mentioned how they kind of add some lore to it, and what they do with Peach, what they do with Mario, Luigi, everyone, Donkey Kong even.
Yep.
They all have, like, it all makes sense in this movie that bridges a real world with a fantastical one.
Yep.
And it's actually, I mentioned the length of it. It's kind of insane what they do. Granted, we're coming in, like, with some grace for the fact that we know this is like an out of control universe that we're stepping into.
Yeah.
But they have enough time somehow for Mario to be like, wait, what? And also accept it, coming from the real world. And his attitude that they give him, I love so much, because it's like when he's doing things like jumping off of stuff or just doing the most ridiculous things.
Yep.
The attitude that they give him makes you believe it. Like, yeah, I guess he would do that, because he has this, like, you can't keep me down kind of attitude. And I loved his and Luigi's relationship. I thought that was so cool. I guess that was another thing, is like more Luigi would have been good, but
yes.
there will be more.
There has to be.
Yeah.
I mean, especially with how well it's doing financially. Freaking, we almost didn't make it to the movie.
I know.
Because the theater was packed.
And this is like 3 weeks after it came out or something.
Yeah. And we looked at all the other times in other theaters in our area, and most were packed. Especially not, or at least for our group. We couldn't get everyone in there, but luckily we were able to get it.
And you said one thing after we saw it. You were like, that's a movie I could literally put on immediately after it's over.
And funny enough, I did.
No way, did you?
Yeah. So I came home and I was just looking up like clips for the movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wonder if there's like just a copy floating around.
Yeah.
And there's a copy
You
floating
found
around.
one?
So I watched it again. All the way through.
Right when you got home?
Like an hour or two, because I posted in my Discord. I was like, hey, does anybody want to watch the Mario movie? And a couple people said yes. So I was like, okay.
That's
and
awesome.
So yeah, I watched it all the way through again.
How good was it?
Just as good.
Yeah.
It was really nice to watch it a second time to see what I miss.
Yes.
As far as like references and just enjoying more of it. Yeah, I honestly like, it's easy to point out, I guess it's not easy to point out flaws, but I think I'm just so enamored with it that I can't think of many flaws. As far as just like the movie in general, but even the big point of contention is the voices. Chris Pratt and Seth Rogen specifically, I think, were the two that people are like, I don't know how it's gonna be. Mario, I totally didn't hear Chris Pratt at all.
No, and I don't. What's crazy too, like, this is a minor like spoiler of what they do with his voice, and I kind of feel like they do. I mean, they definitely do it on purpose.
Yeah.
But the first time you hear his voice, you're like, oh, he's doing that kind of Mario voice. But it's kind of like a bait and switch. And then he switches to... The point of what I'm trying to say is, like, the voice he's using is not this crazy character voice.
Yes.
Like,
It's not
sounds like a normal voice. Like,
normal guy. Like,
Yeah.
not how Mario is like, yeah, woohoo!
yeah,
Like,
he's not doing that the whole time, and that's why you don't hear him. It literally sounds like Chris Pratt, like, is using a different person's voice. Like,
Yes.
you know what I mean? It's not like Jack Black. You hear Jack Black a few times.
Yeah.
You know, because, Bowser's not like, I'm Bowser. Like, he's not putting on this whole new voice. But it's crazy. I always bring up Bradley Cooper as Rocket. I never once have heard Bradley Cooper in
Never.
Rocket.
Nope.
I don't. To this day, I cannot even picture him.
Right.
I actually want to look up a video of Bradley Cooper doing the voice, because I'm not even convinced it's him. I can never hear him ever.
I mean, have you seen the pictures of, like, all the Guardians together? He's never in them for some reason.
Oh yeah, weird.
Yeah, I don't know why, but Vin Diesel's there, and he does the voice of Groot. So it's not like it's just because he's the voice actor, but
I think Rocket's just real.
I think so too.
That's a real raccoon.
For real.
Yeah. So the voice acting. Now, what'd you think of Seth Rogen?
Not the biggest fan.
Okay.
I thought he sounded just like Seth Rogen the whole time.
Yes, you're right. But my take on that was his voice kind of works for Donkey Kong.
It sometimes does.
Yeah.
There are scenes where I'm like, okay, this works.
Yeah.
But there are other times where I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't
not so
love
much.
it. But it didn't, like, I wouldn't see that as like a detracting point, like,
Sure.
because Donkey Kong's character was cool.
Yeah.
And I think again they added some cool lore bits.
Yeah.
That people have been talking about for years, because the games, again, they don't really like confirm anything as far as like
Right.
certain lore bits.
Yeah. Where like he's in a pipe. I guess he's a plumber. Or,
Yeah, like it's just like you can read the manual and they're
Yeah.
like, I don't know, he ate too many mushrooms or something.
Right. And I think that's what's so cool about this is they do it so quickly but affirmatively. Like they give you Peach's backstory.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, what is it, a minute of like explaining how it happened, and you're like, that makes plenty of sense. I get why she's here.
Right.
And why she's, and dude, that freaking action sequence is so cool. The way they incorporate the levels, the level design, because that's the thing with, like, I don't know, when you go to see the Sonic movie, you're like, okay, what are they gonna do?
Yeah. So yeah, the big difference in the Sonic movie is it's Sonic in the human world.
Right.
And Mario, it's Mario in Mario world. Like it's all animated, and he's taken away from the real world.
Yeah.
But I think that's where it differs, because Sonic doesn't have, like, you don't get as many callbacks to Sonic stuff because he's in the real world.
Right.
He's not in his universe.
Now, does this make you wish at all that we had a fully animated Sonic movie?
Oh, for sure.
Really?
I really enjoy the Sonic movies.
Yeah.
But I would totally trade them for an animated one.
So I think I'm on the fence until we see the next one.
Sonic movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if they bring us into a more CGI world and they used the live action movies to get us there, then I think I'll be happy having the live action ones and the ones that are more like, I don't know, like a Thor, where everything takes place in Asgard or whatever, you know? But you're right. And then it's like, this is why Mario felt so good, is because he's always in a place where things can be as fantastical as the games.
Yep.
Yeah, that's tough.
It's a tough one.
It's
and again, it doesn't make the Sonic movie less enjoyable for me.
Yeah, me neither.
People always have a hard time. They're like, now the Sonic movie sucks because Mario's so good. It's like, no.
It made me want to go watch them again.
Yeah.
The Sonic movies, because I was like, I just want to watch video game movies now.
Yep.
And we have, dude, it's happening.
Yeah, we've been talking about it for years.
I don't know why they're still screwing up Mortal Kombat, but
one step at a time.
the the Street Fighter movie just got a director.
Who?
I don't know.
Well,
I
great.
just thought that I tried to find it in the article.
Chun-Li too.
Direct. Oh, dude.
They're like, we'll give him another chance.
I'm gonna make a Chun-Li. Should I make a fan film?
Yeah, I'll be Chun-Li.
100% you will be Chun-Li.
I got the thighs.
Dude, I'm gonna after
after work.
Dude.
But yeah, the Mario movie, I mean, you guys have probably heard a million people talk about it. It's a treat.
Yep.
It is.
It really is.
It's so good, so worth it.
And then you realize how big not only the Mario universe is, so
Yeah.
it's like, oh, what are they going to do? And they say little things like, there's a whole galaxy out there. And
It's like, ooh.
and they pass certain creatures that you're like, oh my gosh, we're going to get a storyline with them.
Mhm.
And then with is it a spoiler that Donkey Kong's in it?
No.
I'm just talking about it. but-
Yeah, no.
Okay. With the inclusion of Donkey Kong, it's almost to me like, I don't know, any movie that nowadays there's so many like universe movies where it's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, they can use this character because that's involved. Like, what other Nintendo properties are we gonna see?
That's the most exciting aspect is like, what will Nintendo do next? Especially, I think, because this movie was so successful.
Yeah,
I feel like
they got to be plotting.
They
They're
gotta
like,
be,
all right,
yeah.
now what?
and they have the Super Nintendo world that they just built, which is honestly, I think Nintendo is getting to the point of Disney. Like, they've taken over the
Yeah.
movies, they've taken over video games.
Yeah.
They have a huge chunk of the Universal theme park dedicated to Nintendo stuff. Like, Nintendo's huge.
Yeah,
So I don't know. I mean, yeah, I think they're getting to Disney levels.
just keeps growing and growing.
Growing.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, yeah, it's great.
Yep. I just wish it had Sonic music.
Do you,
No,
dude? What if they do a crossover someday? That'd be tight.
that would be sick. It's about, I mean, technically speaking, is Sonic Universal? No, Sonic's Paramount. They can still do a crossover.
You can figure it out.
Yeah.
One of them has enough money. I saw to borrow the other. That's the rest of that sentence.
Yeah.
I saw a license plate on the way here that
Uh-huh.
just said Sega CD.
That's sick,
Yeah, it was
actually.
a vanity plate. Just
Yeah.
said Sega
Do they have
CD.
Sega stuff on the...
Nothing Sega related anywhere. No stickers. I didn't see anything in like the back and the
If you have
rear.
something that's Sega CD,
right,
you
Like,
gotta have stickers.
what's I don't know, man.
We saw a lot of good trailers, too. The
Yeah, we did.
Ninja Turtles movie. which-
Bro, seeing dude, another one. Why is the movie's not called this? But
Yeah.
why is it Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Everything. What's Transformers called?
Rise of the...
Isn't it Rise of the Beasts or something?
I think so.
Enough.
Yeah, everything. Rise of the Lycans for Underworld. Just all that Rise is. I don't know. There must be something about it that is.
I swear there's trends. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Rise of the Silver Surfer. No, we did that one.
Like Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
I feel like everything that came out around that time was like something infinite.
Marvel versus Capcom Infinite.
BioShock Infinite.
Scooby Doo
Infinite. Are there no other subtitle words? Like, why are they all?
I don't know. Well, they're just cool words.
Yeah, I guess,
You're
but,
telling me
like-
you wouldn't play a game that's just called Infinite?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Why is it got to be? I don't want.
That's more
TMNT
tantalizing
Infinite,
than 200,000.
Evil Dead Infinite than any number that's less than
Right.
infinity.
1 and 0 is cool.
I think Evil Dead having a rise, like a trendy subtitle word,
Yeah.
is so weird because I'm like, it feels like it should be in its own.
Oh, yeah,
world,
that one's
you know what I
Rise,
mean?
too.
Yeah, Evil Dead Rise.
Freaking
Yeah.
dude. So Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Anyway, seeing the Turtles trailer, which is
Yes.
actually called Mutant Mayhem, on the big screen,
Oh yeah, that one's Mutant Mayhem.
I was losing my mind.
Oh yeah.
I've already seen the trailer like 13 times,
Mm-hmm.
but watching it, and I was like, I cannot wait to be here in a handful of months watching an entire movie.
That's the thing. Like, going to the movies
Yeah.
affirms how great it is to go to the movies.
It's the best. I love it.
It's just so nice,
Yeah.
and seeing it on the big screen, and like the Mario movie. I mean, again, seeing it back to back,
Yeah.
it just doesn't compare to be at home. Sure, I'm comfortable and I can
Yeah.
have all the snacks and be in the perfect environment, but nothing beats the sounds, the
Yeah.
screen. Like, it's an experience.
I'm so glad theaters survived the pandemic.
Yes.
I was a little nervous about
I
that.
think there will always be theaters.
Yeah, I do too.
But it might get to the point where there aren't big theaters. It'll be more.
Yeah, you have to
small.
hunt them down a
Yeah.
little bit. Yeah, it's possible.
Spider-Man looks really good too.
Spider-Man looks amazing.
Here it's going to be 2 hours and 20 minutes.
No.
The longest animated movie by a major company.
Oh my
major
gosh.
Film.
I cannot imagine the hours that went into that then.
Yeah, I mean, well, they've been working on it, I imagine, since the first one came out.
Probably, but
Yeah, that's great. That's really long for an animated movie.
that's what, like an hour and 10 minutes longer than
Mario? Dude, wild.
and it's part 1. The Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, they're doing it in 2 parts.
Yeah.
Wow, how is that going to be in 2 parts?
I don't know. What the hell else do you have to do after 2.5 hours? I mean, I'm not mad about it, but
Right.
it's so
What's
crazy.
left?
I thought the Blue Beetle trailer looked pretty cool.
Yeah, I honestly like. Maybe this is the start of the new trend of DC stuff being good.
Is Gunn behind Blue Beetle?
I don't think so. Where's my phone?
So this is where I'm getting confused because like the Flash movie looks cool too, but
Yep.
I'm like, why are we getting it?
Right. At this point, it like doesn't even.
Is it to just get rid of everything else?
I can only imagine because
Yeah.
the people. There's been some people who have gotten early viewings of it, and they said it was good, but not the best that they've ever seen. And granted, that was just one person who saw it, you know, like who got to see the early screening and stuff. But
Interesting.
yeah, like I mean, they're promoting it as like it's gonna save cinema, like it's gonna be the greatest film ever. And I mean, I don't know, too much hype, I think. But yeah, I don't know with the Blue Beetle stuff. Did you even know Shazam came out? Shazam 2?
Oh my gosh.
It came out, flopped, and disappeared. It didn't do well at all.
That sucks because the first one was pretty great.
Yeah, first one was a good time.
But it's a weird, I don't know. Oh, go ahead.
There's a cameo from a Snyderverse hero that they left in the movie, which is, I guess, kind of a big part of the movie. But they still came out with the movie and had that character do their cameo role.
This has got to be the messiest time in like any film series history.
Yeah.
Like what DC's doing right now, putting out movies that are like, aren't they still doing Aquaman 2?
I think. Which, why?
Why? Dude.
That didn't come out, right? That would have been...
I don't know, did it?
Because, like, when I think... I mean, the only thing I can compare it to with how messy it is like, when you get to, like, Friday the 13th Part 6. And, like,
Right, yeah.
Like, when the horror movies go really far. That's what it feels like DC's doing, where they're just kind of... None of the movies are great quality.
Yeah.
So the stuff that they're doing just feels like, okay, why? Like, why are we doing a sequel to Aquaman? Why are we doing a sequel to Shazam if you want to close out the universe?
Right.
So I don't know. I mean, Joker 2 is coming out. That should be good.
Yeah, that'll be good.
What am I looking at? Blue Beetle?
I don't know what you're looking
Beetle.
up. Oh, no, Aquaman. I think you were looking up to see if that came out.
But I don't see James Gunn on this anywhere.
On Blue Beetle?
Blue Beetle, yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't know. And it's not like he's directing them all or anything, but I just didn't know.
Yeah,
that
Aquaman,
is
the Lost Kingdom, December so far.
This year?
Yep. Directed by James Wan.
Yeah.
Freaking guy. Not making horror stuff. I want Malignant 2.
Dude, what's going to happen?
It'll be 3 heads.
Malignant versus John Wick. Oh, I'd watch it.
That would be wild.
Speaking of horror,
Yes.
I won't go crazy into it because we need to see it.
Yep.
But I did see Evil Dead Rise,
Bet it was great.
and it's very good.
Oh, yeah. I bet it's awesome.
Not for the faint of heart.
Yes. I imagine it was going to follow the previous remake.
2013.
Yeah.
So it has the energy of that, and the reason I'm just going to mention it is I almost have to adjust, and I think 2013 was the adjustment. And it took me a couple viewings. Like when I first saw it, I was like, "This isn't Evil Dead," but now I really love that movie, and
That one is so good.
it's great. And this one is, I had to adjust again because I'm like, I was watching it, and for the first dude, the opening sequence is insane. But there's a period where I'm like, what am I feeling right now? And it's like, oh, there's a little bit more story than we ever get. And thinking through it afterwards, I was like, no, that movie was insane. Like, this is the era of Evil Dead that we're in now. It's just a little bit different. This is crazy vague, but it's like, if you look at the history of Evil Dead, how campy the Bruce Campbell stuff was, but also how awesome and like scary some of the portions of like how scary Evil Dead is, the original one.
Yep.
And then how insane and just like over the top Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness are. And then did you ever watch Ash versus Evil Dead?
I did not. Is it good?
It is so good.
Does it lean more into the campy side or the horror side?
It's a mix.
Okay.
But it's Bruce Campbell. So it's like, it's horror comedy for sure. Like through and through, it's horror comedy. But it's great. It's handled so well. And I think the thing with 2013 and this one, Rise, is it's a different generation, but it still has the same soul in a way.
Okay.
But it's strange, like, because the tone is so different and everything. But there are still moments where you're like, this is so ridiculous, it's almost funny. But it's also so terrifying, that's the energy that I think the first Evil Dead has, where you're like, you're isolated, anything goes, nobody's safe. And the cinematography in this movie is so cool.
Is it?
It is so cool.
I love that. Horror movies usually have the craziest shots.
Dude, they do one really long shot in this one that's like unforgettable, and just so many cool sequences. I really, really need to see it again. But it also, like, so many nods to other horror movies, and also, I don't know if it's on purpose, but there is a sequence in this movie that feels like one or multiple of our favorite horror games. And it's like, this is what it would be like if we actually got one of those movies. I'm not going to say which ones, and there are multiple that it could be referencing.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if that was the source, like if they were trying to give a nod to it, but it's so well done and unexpected, and it's really great.
I was super curious. Yeah, the biggest thing is, like, why is it called Evil Dead? You know, that's my question, because from the trailers and everything, it just looks like it could not that it looks generic, but it just looks like it could be any horror movie.
Right.
It could be named anything.
So I guess I didn't put words to it like that, but I think I sort of felt the same way. When I was sitting down waiting for it to start, I was like, I don't even know what this movie is.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know, like, much about it other than it might be a gore fest. But yeah, I'm excited to see, like, how it connects, where it connects. Also, who owns Evil Dead right now? Like, what company is putting it out or distributing it?
I forget.
That was a hard thing to say.
Sounded hard.
Yeah. So I'm just curious if it's like the same people who did 2013, or not director wise, but just like team. I don't know. I'm just curious where the license is floating around.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It definitely had that same, I mean, totally different director and everything, but it's pretty wild how it had a similar tone to 2013.
Yep.
But also very different in sort of landscape, let's say, and roster, like people and relationships are all very different. It's a wild ride. I really can't say much else without getting into the specifics, and going in as a fan of Evil Dead and not really knowing what the movie was about.
Yep.
Was the best. So I don't want to say any more than that.
You don't have to say it. I'm gonna see it. That's for sure.
Yeah, we gotta go see it. Anyways.
Yeah.
You know?
I know.
Okay. What?
So we're cracking an hour. We talked a lot about movies.
We did.
I want to slide into video games just quickly.
Okay.
And then we'll be good.
Okay, fine.
Okay, fine. Hi.
Hello.
Let's see. I'm back from tie-dyeing. Welcome back, Mohawk.
Hello, Mohawk.
Jonas, welcome back again. The live-action Mario is great because it's terrible. I agree. It's fun, but terrible. My hands are also tie-dyed. Get them cleaned. I've never been here for podcast night, but I love the vibes. It's all good.
What?
It's all good.
Thank you.
Yeah, country babe, I appreciate you being here and listening.
I do too. I'm just some guy, but
He's just some guy, but
I just show up.
podcast night is my favorite. It's a good time.
Your favorite?
It's too late. They what? They're staying now forever. When you tie-dye, it is the end of life. The end of your hands' lives. Welcome back, Vixie. Oh my god, hi. I'm also back.
I'll swallow your soul. I'll swallow your soul.
Swallow your soul, swallow your soul. All right. Let's
It's your boy Guy Butt.
who's Guy Butt? Oh, that's you.
We're in video games?
Yeah, video games.
I found a really cool podcast today.
We can talk about it in podcasts. Brett just yelled something right before we started.
I didn't yell.
He was at the top of his lungs.
Oh, I didn't
Top of
yell.
my lungs. Anyways, I
What you got over there, snack?
Brett found my snack stash.
Cheetos.
Oh, white cheddar Cheetos.
Cheddar.
Oh yes, I forgot. Video games is where Brett starts going snack
Yeah,
hungry.
dude. It's cheddar fingers.
It's cheddar fingers.
Dude, is this that freaking chocolate?
There's one piece left.
Eat it.
I'm not touching it.
Eat it.
Eat it.
Eat
I need to trash that anyways. So I want to commandeer video games to talk about my disdain for Atomic Heart.
Oh, are you done with it?
I'm done. I officially quit it. I couldn't take it anymore.
Did we talk about this at all in the podcast?
I don't think so. I think I was just talking to you about it.
Did we talk about how we both? So you started it. Atomic Heart, I thought was the game by the BioShock creator.
Yes.
But I've since been corrected, and I now remember that I'm an idiot, and it looks nothing like what that game is going to be like. But
Yes.
it does feel sort of like a successor to.
Yeah, I feel it looks like the next BioShock. When you watch trailers and stuff, it's got like, crazy like abilities.
Yep.
There's like crazy robots running around. You're exploring environments. It looks very BioShocky.
Yeah.
So yeah, when this game came out months ago at this point.
Yeah.
I downloaded it, 70 gigabytes. Very fat.
Yeah, it's big.
It's very fat.
Fat boy.
And I was like, nice. I like fat games because that means they're probably good.
Probably.
Not usually, but sometimes.
Sometimes.
So I popped it on. I played. It was about the first hour. Like there's this really long opening sequence that takes forever. I fell asleep, which I can't remember if I ever have done this. But I started actively falling asleep at the intro.
And you told me that, and I was like, there's no way. Like, I've fallen asleep playing games before.
Yeah.
But it's because I was playing at like 2 a.m. and I had already been playing for hours, whatever. So I think the following week, I had already had it downloaded. It's loaded it.
Yeah, downloaded.
So that following a week, I already had it downloaded. And I was like, I'll give it a shot. No word of a lie.
Nope.
I don't even like that phrase because it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
But I just want to drive home how much a word of a lie this isn't.
Right. That it's not.
I fell asleep.
Fell asleep.
Literally, it was like 10 o'clock,
Yep.
which is not that late.
Nope. Same here. It was like after a stream, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to pop this on for a little bit.
I legitimately started nodding off, and I was like, oh my God.
It's real.
Tim's not lying. This game makes you sleepy time.
It makes you fall asleep.
And I haven't touched it since.
And that's the right decision. This is a while ago that I played it, like quite some time ago.
It was last week, right? I feel like you and I have talked about it.
Well, so then I picked it up again.
Oh, I get it.
Right. So I picked it up again. About last week. And I was like, okay, I really, really want to give this a shot because
why?
It's got cool things about it.
It does.
It seems like it's an interesting universe.
Interesting.
Kind of. It's got interesting gameplay elements. Kind of. And that is the key word for all this. This game is kind of, at best, it's kind of okay. It's if you're looking at it in the right light.
Yeah.
And playing it in the most nice environment while people are feeding you grapes or cheeseburgers.
Or you're on drugs.
This game is kind of all right.
Yeah.
It just and my number one comparison is it's like if you threw BioShock and Fallout 3 into an AI like creator. It created this game.
That's a really good description. It does feel like an AI created a game like other things that I like.
Yeah, and it was like this, you like this system in this game, so let's do it. But it's so off and so like unsettling. It feels like aliens made it, or robots. It's like
if video games could have an uncanny valley.
Yes,
like that's exactly. Like, I feel like I'm looking at a cool game, but something's wrong.
There's just nothing right.
And you want to talk about your favorite part?
What's my favorite part?
The lead character.
Oh my God! I have never so badly tried to run off a cliff as a main character in the game as much as I have in this. I've never hated a voice actor so much in my life.
Yeah, it's really hard to listen to.
It's like, and I don't want to compare it to Duke Nukem because I don't think Duke Nukem's bad,
No, it's like
the
intentional,
voice.
I feel.
Yeah, where he's always quipping like one-liners and stuff. But this guy doesn't do one-liners. He does like 5-liners. And he's like, take that, robot, with my gun that I hit in the bat of the head with a rocket gun by Sega Toasty. He says like 10 quips for one enemy.
Plus, I feel like it's just oddly delivered.
Oh
It
my
just
God, the
doesn't sound-
delivery, I could do better.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I don't want to say that for anybody because I know I can't voice act.
I don't know, man. It's weird too because all around him are other characters that sound fine.
Yes. Yep.
So that threw me almost immediately. I was like, is it me or is this like the voice acting is really off? And then you were like, yeah, I can't stand it.
It's so infuriating. Yeah. So that, persists through the game where and to the point where your character saying like, seriously, like I have the subtitles pulled up. It's like 4 or 5 lines of dialogue just rolling over each other. And then the other character responds to 4 or 5 lines of dialogue. These are full sentences. Like I'm listening to paragraphs, but it doesn't persist into the next area. So like if I run through a door, it cuts off all the dialogue. So whatever they're talking about is gone. So you can never hear it.
Does that make you run slower or faster?
Both.
You're like, I gotta get out of here.
Sometimes I'm like, I can't listen to this anymore. And other times I'm like, I'm sitting at the door waiting to move while they're talking.
I hate that.
So I've given this game 7 hours of my life.
Whoa!
I'm still in the first area. The first
way.
zone. Yeah, I legit thought this whole game took place in the area I'm in. But I think there's 8 environments, and I'm in environment 1, 7 hours in.
How long is the game?
I saw it was like 15 to 20 hours.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so maybe I'm going through slow or whatever, but the game doesn't move fast either. I mean, there's no sprint, and so but he moves like fast-ish. Yeah. But it's just gross.
So you called it. You're done.
I've deleted it.
Deleted.
And again, it's just so weird because it could be good.
Yeah.
And I've looked up like reviews of what people said, and they're like, it really picks up when you get to the open world. But I can't get past this first part. Like they're essentially like the worst, and the nail in the coffin for me was
what did it?
There are 2 parts specifically. There's one where you have to sit on this gondola and it's circling around the room. And you're like, okay, that's fine. And you have to like electrocute these little turbines to get some juice. But they make it a specific joke that the gondola moves incredibly slow. And when I say slow, the segment's about 8 minutes. I timed it. It's moving slowly around. There's 4 things you have to electrocute. You're sitting there for 8 minutes on this gondola. And enemies are supposed to be attacking you, but they're really bad and they don't fly towards you until you get over one of the things you have to shock. So there are minutes where you're sitting there. I legit pulled up my phone and I'm like, let me just read some text while I'm doing this.
That's not good.
So that was terrible.
Yeah.
But even worse, when you hit this point where you're clearly at the end of this level, you have explored every avenue, every area, and to me it took like almost 2 hours to get this like. I needed this like gold, what they call it, like an egg or whatever. This golden egg. This gold thing, energy source. And I plugged it in, and there's like this big tree, and the tree's supposed to open the door to the escape.
Okay.
So the tree starts to light up, and it's like, and it told me I needed to revisit 4 different locations to get tubes to recharge the tree because it didn't have enough energy. Okay. And I was like, you want me to go back through the map to find 4 different things? And they weren't close. Like, this was minutes of backtracking.
And you're still in that same
zone. Yeah. Now, it does expand. Like, once you go back to those areas, doors open that lead to different things. Mm-hmm. But I did the first one. I'm like, I'm not going to do 3 other of these.
Done.
All done. Yep. Called it.
Wow.
And I don't quit games. I
know, dude.
But I was just thinking, like, I have so many good games to play.
Yep.
And I don't want to waste 20 hours on this game that I've put 7 hours in, and I'm still not sure if I like it.
Yeah, right.
I don't. I mean, at this point,
I do not.
At this point, I'm just like so done with it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I beat every game in my collection and I'm looking for something to play, I'll go back to it.
Maybe I'll go back.
But at this point in time, I highly do not recommend it to anybody.
Yeah.
It's just such a waste of time.
Tim's spicy.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Well, I just hate that I wasted all this time.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be good.
I know. I did too.
Yep.
As soon as I found out it wasn't the game I thought it was, and I fell asleep the way you did, I was like, all right, 2 of us fell asleep.
There's something wrong.
I've actually been playing the remaster of Alan Wake.
Nice.
Dude, that game's so sick.
It is.
It's been really cool going back through it. And at first, it's funny, I started up and I was like, oh man, do I want to play through this whole game again? Like, it's one of my favorites.
Yep.
But I'm like, it's probably been 12 years or something stupid since I played it. And I just sat with it one night and I was like, nah, I'm in it. Like, this game is so much fun.
I'm sucked in.
And yeah, it's so cool, man. I love the whole thing. And they put so much into the way the story's told throughout that game. I didn't even intend on talking about it, so I'm sorry for all you listeners who are just hearing me like haphazardly talk about Alan Wake.
No, that's what they're here to do, is listen to us talk about things.
Yeah, I guess so. If you've never played Alan Wake, you should play Alan Wake. You play as an author who is on this little excluded, I don't know, is it an island? Yeah, a little excluded island with your wife, and then shenanigans.
Excluded or secluded?
Secluded island.
Yeah.
Excluded from other land masses.
It's, technically it works.
Yeah. Yeah, all these shenanigans start happening, and it seems it may be related to a manuscript he doesn't know he wrote, and like it's just weird and awesome.
It feels like a Twilight Zone episode made into a game.
100%. Yep, it's just a Twilight Zone episode,
Yeah.
and I forgot that it was broken up into episodes, which is also just like the whole structure of the game, and it's very Remedy. Like Remedy does this kind of.
They love to make TV shows / movies into games.
There's like a uniqueness to their games, and it's gotta be like their influence has to be from like TV shows and stuff. Like they all.
I mean, even you look all the way back to Max Payne.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like a movie or a TV show. Yep.
Yeah. So
Did you ever play Quantum Break?
I didn't. I haven't. I bought it.
Yeah.
And I've never played it.
Yeah, because that goes as far as having TV episodes in between chapters.
Really?
Like legit 15 to 20 minute episodes, and then you play another chapter in the game.
That's crazy.
It was pretty fun. I mean, it's weird. It takes you out of it a little bit, but it's because like the character you're playing as, he's not really in the cutscenes. It's telling the story of like other characters. Yeah. But you had to download a separate pack of these episodes because it was so big.
Interesting.
So the game is its own thing, and then the episodes are their own thing. Yeah.
So it's so cool because I love stuff like that. And we were talking about this the other day. The one flaw that carries over with Alan Wake is that they have things planted throughout that you can engage with, both radios and TVs. If you engage with the TVs, there's literally many episodes of a show called Night Springs, which is basically a play off of Twilight Zone. And it's a whole thing you can watch, but you have to stand there and watch it. And with the radio broadcasts, you have to turn on the radio and stand there to hear it. So it's a little bit of a bummer. It feels like kind of a dated thing because we've seen, actually, was BioShock before Alan Wake?
I think it was.
Yeah. So BioShock had one of the best systems for collectibles, where you collect these recordings and they start playing and you can continue your game. Like you can continue walking around and doing.
And the audio was so good that it didn't like overpower anything you hear in the game.
Right. Now these in Alan Wake, and they kind of have to be because they're TVs and radios, but they're like proximity volume wise, like you need to be near it to be able to hear it properly. And but they are worth listening to and watching, but they tell the story in so many different ways. Like you're playing the game, but Alan is also narrating it, which at first when I started it, I like kind of forgot that he narrates the whole time. And I was like, oh, that's funny. I kind of forgot they did that. But then it's like, he's an author. Like it's very intentional that they have him telling you the story.
Yep.
There are also those TVs that pop up and show you Night Springs, but then there are other TVs that pop up and you see an actor playing Alan Wake in a room somewhere.
Yes. Do you think it's the same voice actor or the same actor who does the voice? Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah.
So they're showing you that stuff. And then you can find manuscript pages throughout the game. And when you get them, you immediately can go to the manuscript in your inventory and it will read you that page, telling you the story in a different way there. And then there are QR codes literally in the game where if you're looking at like Alan's desk in his office, you can pull out your phone and scan it and it brings you to a video on YouTube and shows you like a quick like plot driving video on YouTube.
Wild. But it's all telling the same story, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But there's little pieces and like you could just play the game, not stop for any of the like TVs or radios, not pick up any manuscripts. Obviously, you could just play through it.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy how many different modes of storytelling are happening in this one game. And that the Taken, the enemies, are like one of my favorite.
Yeah, because they say the wacky. They're very Evil Dead-esque.
They are.
Where they say just the wackiest things.
Yeah, they're kind of stuck.
Yeah.
On like repeat, saying weird stuff, and having to use the flashlight as a weapon is like the coolest thing.
I think the only thing I'd want fixed, and maybe there's other things, but I feel like the flashlight takes too long.
It does. You're not wrong.
You're like burning them for 10 minutes before you can shoot.
That does add some of the tension, though.
It does, yeah. I remember some fights in particular were cool because of it and sucked because of it.
Right, yeah.
I think near the end specifically, there's some really big fights.
Yeah.
And you're just like, flashlight, flashlight, flashlight.
Well, there are times where, like, machinery gets possessed.
Yeah.
And that's coming at you. And essentially the mechanic, for anyone who's unfamiliar, is anything that is possessed or taken, it basically has this shield of like darkness, and you have to wear it down with your flashlight before you can actually shoot it or anything like that. And so it just takes a while, and then you have to dodge and you have to run away, and it's definitely where the tension comes from. But when you're surrounded by like 4 different Taken, it can be a little frustrating. So yeah, I get that. But anyways, it's good.
Oh yeah, it's still a great game.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
And they have the remastered version, which is what you're playing.
That's what I'm playing.
On PS4 and Xbox, I think.
Yep. I'm playing it on PS4, which is cool because I have the Xbox 360 Special Edition. That's where I played it originally, which is pretty rad. And the second one's going to come out.
Yeah.
Eventually.
This year, I think.
Is it this year?
Maybe next year.
Whatever.
Don't trust me.
Are we done?
I think so.
Heck yeah. You're all the coolest. Everyone in chat, give us some words. Tim's going to do what's called End Babble.
Random words, please.
Well, I'm closing us out here. This has been episode number 244. Please hang out with us on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube at The Keep Up Podcast. Go check out the Patreon at patreon.com/thekeepup. And Tim, where can everybody find you and all your stuff that you do?
You guys can find me at Collection Revolution on TikTok, on Instagram, on Twitch, on Twitter, but that's Collect Revo.
Revo.
Yeah. Brett, where can everybody find you?
Right here, Tim.
Right here in their ears.
You can find me driving all over the New England area. Looting. Yeah, looting and polluting.
Oh, is not the way.
Not the way.
Uh-huh.
But just looting if it's okay. If people say it's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If your boss says it's okay.
Right.
You can find me on Instagram at This Drink I Like It. That's where links are to all my stuff. Imminently, I've got some new music coming out, and if you're in the New England area and want to go to Manchester, New Hampshire on the 18th of May.
You're playing a show there?
Yep. The band that I play in, Chasms, is playing our first show in a hot minute.
Dang.
And we got a new jammy jam. We'll be playing that night. Very excited about it. And I think that's it.
It's a shame I live 1,000 miles away.
Too far, my guy.
Too far.
All right, Tim's going to do what's called End Babble. Your theme for End Babble, Dr. Jenkins, is...
Also, our frames were dying, so I don't know if anybody in chat actually heard you ask for things.
Oh.
Because the internet's dying.
So are these not random words people are saying?
I mean, it looks like Gino's got it, but they're really random words. What are they? They're legit random words. Like,
I don't know.
Are they real?
I'm going to use them. Tim, your theme is Spanish spam versus Bibi Bopkis. Oh, love you guys. We will see you next week on the Keep Up Podcast.
What the hell were the words?
Spanish spam and Bibi Bopkis. Bibi Bopkis.
The delicious taste of Spanish spam in the morning. It tastes like queso with a mixture of beef and beans. Nothing will ruin this delicious meal I have prepared for me. Oh, let's fry up. But what's this? My nemesis, Bibi Bacchus. Bibi Bacchus coming from the shadows, saying, "Hello there, sailor. Hello there, bravna. I shall take your Spanish spam and make it into a Bibi Bacchus special. I call it the Bibi Bacchus mucus marbly.
Ugh.
Bibi Bacchus, moopy mobbly, I shall eat 10 pounds of it, made by your Spanish spam. And I say, no, get away from my Spanish spam that tastes like queso and beef and beans. And Bibi Bacchus says, oh, you got me. You got me this time. I hope next time you watch out for my Spanish spam. And so I'll leave you with this. Are there different types of spams in the world? If there are, please try them all for the sake of me and Bibi Bacchus, because you don't want him coming back for you. Thank you.
Incredible.
Incredible. Sorry about the frame drops. Again, life is all about pain and misery, and streaming is all about pain and misery.
As Tim said earlier, sad things make things sad, and good things make things sad.
The best things make things
The
sad.
best things make things
Oh, shoot. Mobley. Mobley?
Mobley.
Mobley.
You say that all the time.
Mobley. Do I?
Great Grandma Mowgli. Oh, that's what it was, Mowgli.
Mowgli.
Oh my god, hi.
Oh my god, I think I'm never been here. I'm also back. Okay. Again, apologies for the frame. It's going bad. It's going like real thick.
Who said I had a hot wife? I gotta tell Rachel.
That was Pixie.
Pixie.
Pixie Dream Dust.
Pixie.
Wait, how did Brett get the name Guy Butt? Yeah, they offered gloves, but I'm too hardcore. Bree. Brett really does through your stash. What?
What do I do through my stash?
Really does through your stash.
What really does?
Sick. Barry, welcome back.
Hello, Barry.
Just finished review 11. My reviews will now be bi-weekly as I've been experiencing burnout. Gino, it happens.
It does, man.
Burnout hits you harder than you think.
Yeah. Right in the power, right in the kisser.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I don't want to give it up, but doing it less will, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Taking care of yourself, and maybe you'll write even doubly better reviews.
Yeah, sometimes it's quality over quantity, my boy.
Yeah. It's very Twilight episode. We had a bot. Yeah, no patience for weird spam and nodding. Oh, it wasn't even a bot. Well, thank you. I can't even look at my own message.
Deleted by a moderator.
That's fine.
Deleted by a moderator.
Thank you, Barry, for
Yes, Captain. It was deleted by a moderator.
by a what?
Ah, Zordon!
Zordon!
Power Rangers, it's the moderator!
Oh, we gotta watch that Power Rangers special. Ay, ay, ay. Are you gonna watch it? Do you have any care for it?
I definitely do, but I feel like it's so, I don't know. I guess I'm like, what am I? I'm like a greedy consumer where I'm like, there's two of them.
There's
like
three.
Two. Who's the third one? He's from one I don't even watch.
Don't they have blue, red,
You can say black.
and black? I couldn't remember.
It's red from like Dino Thunder or something though.
Oh, it's not
the original.
It's not
Jason.
red.
Yeah. So I'm like, I want Mighty Morphin, and like they couldn't even get, super sad that they couldn't get what's his name? Jason David Frank?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tommy.
Yeah.
And then Amy Jo Johnson, who played Kimberly, just didn't want to do it.
Yep.
And I guess that would be the whole. I don't know why the dude who played Jason didn't, because he actually did an appearance in one not that long ago.
I thought he did.
The one that was like all the Red Rangers.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I wouldn't do this one. So
That's funny to me. They did an all Red Ranger special.
yeah, I know. But they only it's literally two of them.
Yeah.
It's like the Power Rangers together again, and it's like it's two from the original and like another guy.
Yeah. And the story is about like the Yellow Ranger being killed from what the trailer shows.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
And that homage is cool.
Yeah.
So I definitely do want to watch it. It's a little under an hour. It's not long at all.
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Zordon, call the Power Rangers. It's the moderator.
I need one to marry me and give me a green card before I get caught by the I've been hiding. Oh, that's what the person said. Gotcha.
Wait, is that Crazy Chicken?
That was what?
Pollo Loco?
Yeah, hiding in the Pollo Loco. 2 weeks. That sounds like a Breaking Bad premise.
Oh.
But that's what Barry banned. That kind of thing, whatever. I pasted it in Google. Just that Spanish spam is your and Babel. Oh, that whole thing.
Oh,
And
I
here we
should've made
are,
you- yeah.
Spanish spam
Baby Bobkus.
and Bibi Bobkus. We heard Barry gave you a prompt. Mobley, there's a character in Animal Crossing that says bad times are just times that are bad. You know, I live by that. That's sad. Bibi Bobkus are a cultural. Is it Bibi Bobkus? Are a cultural dish made by Baki, a character from the fictional country Mypos on the 1980s comedy show Perfect Strangers.
Ah.
And I verified. What? And I verified. Oh yeah, Katrina. What are people talking about?
Who's Katrina?
Oh, the Animal Crossing character.
Oh.
Kevin, thank you for giving points to Chat Appreciation Week. Susie, thank you for giving points to Chat Appreciation Week. Los Pollos Hermanos. Chicken Brothers. That's what we are.
We're brothers.
0 frames. See?
None frames, dude.
Yeah, we're about.
That's fine. I gotta go home anyways.
Yeah, it's time. It's time. It's time we get out of here.
It's time.
Our frames
to
are
step up
dying,
to the plate.
but our heart isn't, and that's what matters.
Yes, that's what matters.
sweaty.
Yes, that's what matters.
Verified the hotness, yo. Thank you for verifying it. What is it?
I just got an email from Dan Morris, and it
Yep.
says message from Patty Sherman.
So is it from Dan?
Who's it from?
Dan or
guys?
Patty?
I don't know, dude.
Brett, as always, thank you so much for
Hey,
being here.
thanks for having me. Thanks for letting me borrow your hat.
Hey, oh, it's me.
It's me, Hatsky.
Great. Brett just gave me all of his dirty lice.
Yes, I also roll around in the bins of strangers' clothes.
You're like
Head first.
nice and tasty. So yeah, that's where we're gonna call it. I'm gonna go get some food because I'm hungry. GG, Brett Tim. Nice. Use the T in my name.
Verified the hotness.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy your job. Thank you. So far, so good.
So good so far.
Oh, you know what else?
What?
I can, if anyone wants to come with me on a route,
Uh-huh.
you can just come. So you should just come one day and just stream the whole thing.
For 11 hours?
Yeah.
It would be fun to do.
You can sleep in the car.
I can just sleep.
Sleep
Oh
in the
yeah, I
truck.
gotta be up at 6 a.m. Dude, and I don't get paid. Worst shift of my
I'll
life.
pay you 2 hours worth.
2 hours.
I'll buy lunch.
Buy lunch. That's
Twice.
all you need. Twice.
We could do breakfast. We do McDonald's in Londonderry.
Yeah.
And then whatever we pass
Bless you.
for lunch.
Yeah.
I gotta go. All right.
You just sneezed. CollectCon Day. Oh, everybody in CollectCon. We should all go. In your
I can fit you all in the back of the truck.
We would all go. That would be insane.
Dude, it's wild. I pull up to the warehouse.
Yeah.
I already know. I just got a text that tells me what truck I'm in the next day. So tomorrow I get in the truck and then I just leave. And then I come back, I park it, and I leave.
Have you gone like far states? Like
Yeah, Vermont.
okay,
Wait,
Vermont.
I think I was close to Vermont. 2 hours to Gorham, New Hampshire was the first stop.
I didn't know Gorham was a place.
As a place, yeah.
There's gotta be some cool stuff there.
Yeah, I passed a ton of cool stuff,
Yeah.
like cool little shops and everything. I hung out with a bunch of deer. I was at a lot of dumps have our bins. So I was at a closed dump and I was like driving out and I looked to my right. There's just 3 deer like right there. And they're just like,
They're just watching.
I was like, what, dude? So I hung out with them for a while.
Oh, all right. I stream struggling. We're gonna go.
Okay, love you guys. Bye.
Thanks for being here, everybody. Apologies for the death stream.
My legs are sore.
My legs. Oh.
The Moderator took my leg. Not the Moderator.
I will be back tomorrow. Playing Snoop's Mod Appreciation Game. Playing Whiplash. As long as the internet allows us. Oh, Zidon! Best job ever hanging out with deers. But thank you guys for being here. We are going to get set up on a beautiful raid. I don't know who's on right now. Zidon! Is that what it sounds like when I raid?
I think so. Hey, bud, don't do that.
Hey, dude, bud. Don't
Don't say dude, bud to me,
Hey, dude, bud.
Mr. Sir Guy.
You're Sir Dude Guy.
Sergey.
It's me, the great Sergey. Oh, Batsy's on. Let's raid into Batsy.
Oh, Batigan.
Oh, Batigan.
Oh, Batigan.
Oh, Batigan.
Do you know what that's from, dude?
No.
Oh, Batigan. It's the greatest Disney movie ever made.
Is it?
It's actually Oh, Radigan.
Oh, Radigan. Oh, Batigan. Let's see. Thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for picking your nose when you're not supposed to. Rebels. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to leave you because, again, stream's dying. So, goodbye.
I'm going to leave.